When I was about 18 years old, I was in a car wreck. And it was one of those deals where I was a teenage drug addict and alcoholic, and I just was sick of life, and I ran my car into an embankment. The wreck was so bad that as soon as it happened, that it stuffed me underneath the dash, and I couldn't see, I couldn't hear, and my heart was going da 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 da, and then it started going da 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 da, and then it just stopped. And I thought, well, as soon as the blood rushes out of my head, I guess I'll be dead. And at that moment, I started talking to God, and well, I wasn't really talking to God. I was just talking about what I was going to do when I got up to meet God. I was trying to get my story straight. I was trying to figure out what I was going to tell him. You know, it was an accident. I didn't mean to do it. All this other stuff. And then I felt this incredible peace come on me, and it was amazing. It was like a father holding a baby in his hands, and it felt so awesome, and I felt so good. Next thing I know, I woke up in the hospital. When the fire department got there, and they got me my heart going again, and they sent me to the hospital. And when I got out of the hospital, I wanted that feeling back, and I knew it was God. I'd felt His presence, and so I went to church after church after church, and I must have got baptized 10 times. And I kept trying to get baptized and get that feeling, and um, it just never happened. After about a year, I just kind of gave up and went about my life. And it wasn't until I was in my 50s that I was having problems again in life and started talking to God. And I was reading the Bible, and I said, reading about Paul and Silas in the Bible, and they'd met people on the road, and they said, "Hey, you heard about the Holy Spirit?" They said, "No, we just have the baptism of John." And so Paul laid hands on them, and they received the Holy Spirit. And I was reading this, and I said, if that ain't a bunch of crap, Lord, give me your Spirit. And bam, I felt that Spirit come into me, and it was just amazing. And I've had it ever since. I'm 62 now, and I was 50 then, so it's been quite a while now. But I've had that Spirit inside me every day, and it doesn't matter where I'm at. When I go to bed at night, I feel that Spirit, and then when I wake up in the morning, that's the first thing I feel is the Holy Spirit. I hope that everybody has that. I don't know if everybody does, but it's an incredible feeling to go through life and feel that way. And I love the Lord, and I love reading the Bible, and I love just talking about Him. I love making videos and trying to tell people how to get to Him. I guess that's the main thing that I'm doing this video is I want to encourage you that if you were like me and you're a Christian and you don't feel that Spirit inside, maybe it needs stirred up, or maybe you need to humble yourself and ask God to give you His Spirit. And I believe He will. And once that happens, you don't worry about things. You don't worry about what you're going to eat or I mean, it's really true. The Bible is true. Ever since I got the Holy Spirit, I've never questioned God again. I know He's there. He's always there, and I know I'll be with Him for eternity. And this life is short. I want to make the best of it, and I hope I can inspire others to reach out to God and receive His Holy Spirit.